The nurse who tried to come to Migos rapper Takeoff'S aid after he was shot in downtown Houston said there was nothing she could do to save him. The infusion nurse, who wanted to remain anonymous, lives near the bowling alley where Takeoff attended a private party and was later shot outside the venue. I live close by and I heard, pow 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 pow, and it stopped and I went, that's so weird, so I got up in my pajamas, go over to the balcony, my neighbors were underneath me. I said, did y'all hear that? And they said yeah. And I said I don't think that was a car or firecrackers. That sounded like gunshots, she explained. The nurse said she saw people running and thought it was an active shooter situation, so she didn't want to go anywhere, but as things settled, she said she heard a scream. I'm thinking that's the victim. That's the person who's shot, she said. It sounded like a cry of agony. It was a cry of agony but emotional, not physical. She later learned that cry came from Quavo, another member of Migos and Takeoff's uncle. He was screaming for an ambulance and looking for help. The nurse said that's when she ran to the trunk of her car and grabbed her equipment to help the injured victim, who she later learned was Takeoff. You can hear my voice in a video yelling, I'm a nurse. No. I'm a nurse, because I wanted to let them know, she said. I was scared, but I had to go. The nurse said when she got there it was too late. His head was way up and his eyes were rolled back and fixed, she said. And I saw a pile of blood behind his head. Migos rapper Takeoff's cause of death ruled a homicide from gunshot wounds to head, stomach. She said she checked Takeoff's pulse numerous times but he was already dead. People on social media have suggested she should have performed CPR, but she said that wouldn't have helped. Would not be appropriate, especially with a gunshot wound, the nurse said. You would never do CPR because you would be circulating the blood and the blood would go right out of the hole. The nurse said she has a son around Takeoff's age and feels for the family. She hopes someone who knows who shot him comes forward. As for why she is sharing her story, she said she just wants something good to come out of this. Somebody to know that good people sometimes show up, just because, she said. The nurse said she spoke with the Houston Police Department but could provide no valuable information because she wasn't a witness to the actual shooting. HPD said it's still trying to identify potential suspects and continues to encourage anyone with information to come forward. Hug your loved ones and be safe. By David Scholes.